Good, it was good. We warned them. The one thing that Forfar did to us in the game, last game up there when they turned us over, and deservedly so, and they started the game really, really well. So I'd said that, and we spoke about that all week, about how important it was that we started and matched that, and we did that. And to be fair, I don't think they could match us the first 10-15 minutes because of the intensity we started at, and we get ourselves in front. And that makes it for an easier afternoon, because then you can settle and everybody settles. And you know, as the half went on, I thought we'll control the first half, get the second goal, and get it at half time. And we've been here before this season and we spoke about that. And then the second half probably is more important for me, because we managed it. We learnt our lessons for a few weeks ago, and we managed a 2-0 lead at half time, and we managed it well. Second half I thought the game kind of died, and we helped do that in terms of deflating the game a wee bit, in terms of managing it. We had a 2-0 lead, so no, pleased.
Well worth the 2-0 lead at half time. I thought you'd been putting more.
No, we were, and I mean we took off probably in the first half where we finished last week. You know, we had the momentum of playing really well second half last week, never mind the 3 goals that we scored, playing really well, and we took that into the first half today. So it was pleasing, and going 2-0 up, then you just need to manage that second half, and we did that today. We did that better than we did against, you know, Albion Rovers here previously, so no, I'm delighted.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Listen, all we're trying to do is just take one game at a time. There's 4 left. We've won the last 2. Can we go to Alloa and win? Of course we can. Can we go to Alloa and get beat? Of course we can. That's what this league's like. So we'll just take one at a time, and we're certainly putting a wee bit of pressure on the teams that are above us now. So we continue to do that. Then you never know. I think I would rather be in Arbroath and Alloa's position than ours. But you never know. Football's a funny old game, as they say, with 4 games to go.
You've spoken about game management on a couple of occasions, but perhaps it's something that the fans think Stranraer maybe holding on a wee bit after a good first half, but as you say, it's simply stopping Forfar from getting back into it.
It was. I mean, I don't think, to be with all due respect to Forfar, I don't think they really created that many clear-cut chances second half, or caused us that many clear-cut problems or issues. So, you know, I felt our shape was good second half, and we absorbed anything they threw at us. Jim may think they should have a penalty if the boy goes down, but apart from that, I can't really think of anything that Max's one off the bar, obviously, but I can't think of any real sustained pressure that they put us under in terms of our box. The game was probably petered out in the middle area of the pitch second half, and for us, we're 2-0 lead, and defending a 2-0 lead, that suits us.
And obviously could have added a third late on with Steve Rocco and then Kyle Turner as well.
Exactly, it was a wee chance, and then Dylan Dykes was obviously a great turn and hit in the box. So you know, we had our chances in the second half, but we probably had the game won, as you say, in the first half.
Nice for Gavin Scott to wrap up a good week, 10 days or so as well.
Well, I said that to him, he's deserved it. He's a good kid, he's only 17, and he's one of the kids we've got high hopes for. So, you know, people were probably saying we need to get him in sooner, but listen, it's League One. It's League One, there's a big difference for under 18 football in League One, and he's deserved his chance, and he came on today and he didn't look out of place. So, you know, I'm delighted for him to make your league debut. Is a fantastic achievement, and you know, the players are all congratulating him in the dressing room there.
Obviously him, Cammy Elliott, Chris McGowan, David Gray, it shows the boys in the 20s that there is a pathway to the first team.
There is, do you know, and I always said that, do you know, age doesn't really bother me, it's not something I'm frightened of, and I'll go and use it, and I'll go and, you know, give kids a chance, but I'll only give kids a chance when it's right and it's appropriate. I won't throw kids into situations that I don't think they can deal with. So, no, I'm delighted with the 4 kids, and they're only going to get better for this season.
A tactical masterstroke with Ross Lyon being put in after the team lines were in, or what happened to Cammy McPherson?
I don't know. He's like Lazarus now. He's fine. He's running about there, but you know, when he came in for the warm up, his back was away, so he couldn't play. So Ross will go his chance, and how many times does that happen in football? So the player who's not selected, and all of a sudden he gets a chance where somebody breaks down the warm up and comes in and has an impact and effect in the game, and that's what Ross did, thankfully.
Did it impact upon your plans, or was it like for like? Did you just say, go do what I was telling Cammy to do?
Kyle Turner was actually starting out there because Cammy was going to play where he played last week with Scott Agnew, so that's natural for Kyle Turner to get into the centre of the park. So it was an easy decision for us and bring Ross into his more natural wide position. So no, it was fine.
Disappointed you?
Always disappointed when I lose.
But with the performance, although I thought you won better in the second half.
No, I think we had as many chances as them. You know, the difference was that I thought their decision making in the last third was very poor. The goal gives them a real lift. Poor goal from your point of view. Losing Mark Miller to work commitments was huge to us, because we haven't really had a chance to put 2 teams back to back together. That's not a criticism of Kevin, because you know, we just needed you know, a bit of experience in there, but I felt that we lost a wee bit of composure in the middle of the park early doors, and that was causing us a wee problem. But had Dale's chance gone in at 1-0, could be a different game. And then after that, the second goal we lose is very poor for us defensively. I felt at that point there was one team, you know, by having the lead, their tails were up and a wee bit more urgency about them, a wee bit more self-belief, a wee bit more hunger as a team, and I felt that we started to just sort of, you know, point the finger and blame each other, look for excuses, and you know, the work rates level seemed to drop, and it wasn't until just in the last half hour we seemed to pick up the pace again, the realisation. The goalies had a couple of great saves, Snelling's hit the bar. It was one of those days my front players had a real off day. Well, they were excellent last week, I said that to them. Well, they were excellent last week. They looked really flat today. We looked as though we could have played all day and no scored, and that was through good goalkeeping and through bad finishing.
Do you feel you should have a penalty?
Don't have any doubt. I mean, it's a clear kick on the guy as he's ready to shoot, as he's coming across him. You know, if he tries to fall, if he throws himself to deck, he gets criticised for hitting the deck. He tries to stay up, he loses his balance and tries to get the shot away. You know, if that's outside the box and he's tripped and he tries to play a pass, and you know, and he's stumbling as he tries to play the pass, they'll pull the free kick back, and they'll give him the free kick. You're allowed to pull it back. You know, I've seen things, free kicks given where it's went a couple of seconds, he's allowed it to play on and not quite got the advantage. I don't see what the advantage is there, because the player's clearly lost his balance and he's missed the target. You know, I'm getting the player criticism while saying, well look, you know, you've got to hit the target, and you know, he's saying he's off balance and the referee's got to do his job. It might be a grandstand finish to him, but the way we were going we probably missed the penalty, the way our finishing was. Disappointed because, you know, it's another game where I felt there wasn't much between the two teams. I feel they had a wee bit more energy when they got the second goal and a bit of self-belief, but sometimes goals change games, and we needed that goal to sort of, what happened to them last week, the impetus sort of swings the other way and we're going down the hill. But really disappointed because, you know, with the way the other results have went, I feel as though it's an opportunity that slipped us by, and you know, we're just lacking consistency. It doesn't help when you have to change the team, but you know, it would have made winning a game like today takes the pressure off next week's game. You know, 4 games to go, still in a relegation battle. You can make things easier if you get the performance right. And we need consistency, which is something we've lacked all season.
Is that a game of fine margins? And the Ross Lions, the second goal, it takes a big deflection, and then if Dylan Easton hits the underside of the bar and goes in, who knows? Well,
you know, I felt Dylan got into some great areas and didn't make enough of it. You know, and I keep saying that to him, when the areas he gets into we should get more goals from, as we have done at times this year, and you know, it's picking the right option. You know, he's a terrific player for us, really unlucky with the one that hits the bar, but as you say, sometimes you need the breaks in football. They get the break with the second goal, goalkeeper's held his hands up, feels he's done a bit better with the first one. However, I feel that, you know, clear to me, you could see that the guy was teed up at the edge of the box, and one thing is you don't leave Agnew at the edge of the box with a free shot and goal. Mark says he should do better, but you know, Mark's been outstanding for us, and you don't want to be too critical. But the second goal, just sheer lack of communication between the left centre half and the left back. Both go for the same ball, and the ball breaks, and as I say, you get the deflection where we didn't get the breaks in front of goal today, but again, we've only got ourselves to blame.